Hi, this is the DRP. Welcome to the world-famous Eagles Club. I'm here with Bobby Blitz of the legendary group Overkill. How did Overkill come to get signed on Bodog Music?
On Bodog, it was actually when we were originally signed back in the 80s, it was on Megaforce Records. The people who ran that were John and Marcia Zazula. We've had many journeys and taken many roads since the original start of ours on Megaforce. We were looking for a new label in 2006 and had scored the Gigantor. John and Marcia then again submerged to, or came up to ground level rather, to start a new label with a company called Bodog Entertainment, and they handled the American part of it. So that's where the interest came. It was like going back home again, almost full circle from 1986 to 2006. 20 years later, I guess you can go home again.
You guys have toured constantly and never really had a break throughout your career. What was your secret to success not taking any long breaks?
Well, I think you find something you love. You don't really worry about what the popular climate is with regard to it. And I think that when, there was ups and downs through all of this, but when grunge came along and everybody assumed that it killed this scene, it really didn't. All it did was force it to the underground. And when bands disappeared and took those breaks, we continued on and found it to be some of our most fruitful years because there was less choices that other people had. So we were touring more during that era. I think really, though, when you come down to it, you find something you like to do. You got to work. You got to do something with your time, man. And it's been 25 years, and I haven't felt like I've worked one day in my life. So it's kind of like getting over,
Yeah. What are some of the newer modern thrash metal bands that you respect and listen to right now?
Well, I like Municipal Waste. I like Bonded by Blood. Obviously, Lamb of God. Randy has contributed some vocals on our last release. We're real tight with those guys. They're real old school kind of cats. So, I guess we always gravitate to people who don't throw rocks at us.
Any chance of touring with Lamb of God anytime soon?
I don't think so. I think that's more of a business decision. But when it comes to a friendly decision, he was there for us with regard to recording, with regard to doing a video, and we're constantly in touch. And it was funny, we met them on the Gigantor, and it was the second day, and we did this kind of punky number at the end called Old School, and he came up, introduced himself, and said, "I am all over that last tune." I said, "Where do you want the mic?" And for every show since, he would, on that tour, he would stop interviews and make sure he appeared with us on it. So it was really kind of a cool commitment to us, and he's the real deal, and we got to become very close friends based on that.
You guys have done so much in 25 plus years. What's next for Overkill? What goals are left to attain?
We're looking to play a smaller place than the Rave. There's always, it's funny because, as world politics continuously change over these 2 decades, it's opened up so many different frontiers for us. Just last summer we were the first time in Bulgaria. Which is quite a unique experience. You really couldn't think of that 15 years ago, of going to Bulgaria, or even 10 years ago. But now it's open, their economy's better, they want to be part of the EU, and they're starting to bring over American bands. Yeah. So it was us and Exodus in a Bulgarian metal festival, and it was really cool. So we're still actually going to new places. Yeah. And there's a couple on my list that I just haven't made it to yet, but I do look forward to, I'm not going to say conquering, but at least soiling.
Right on, that's the rock star way, right? As I said, I'm a huge fan of you guys. Elimination was one of the first things that really inspired me to become a musician myself. What was the inspiration for that song? How did it come to be?
We were writing in Flatbush, Brooklyn. Bobby Gustafson was the guitar player at the time. I remember him coming in with the riff, and then it becoming a group effort from there on. Bobby was always the originator, or not always, but many times the originator of a song because he was kind of a riff guy. But then it would filter through Didi Verney, my partner, over these 25 years, and then it would make its way to me. So that was really, quite honestly, a group effort, that song. It wasn't one guy's full inspiration. But with regard to the song and its lyrics and its intensity, I think it was just a natural explosion of what was happening at the time.
Well, thanks, Bobby, for your time. As I said, I'm a huge fan of Overkill. I can't wait to see the show tonight. I'm sure there's many people here that are going to be rocking and rolling. Thrash metal. Yes. So thanks again for your time. This is the DRP signing out. Hope you guys enjoyed the interview. Check out many more shows here at the Rave. All the interviews coming up soon. This is DRP saying over and out.